I decided to prepare a complete course for you based on the experiences I've gained over these 15 years, which is called WordPress Plus. From basic obstacles to designing e-commerce, corporate, and educational websites, we will move forward together so that we can learn to design all these websites with high quality. Shall we products? Let's start the training together, and have a vision and roadmap for this course together. Then we move on to the basics of hosting and domain, what their uses are for us, and how we can purchase them. After that, we learn to work with the WordPress environment itself. Before that, we learn how to install WordPress on various platforms like DirectAdmin, cPanel, and local environments. After that, we proceed to install corporate, e-commerce, and educational themes. So first of all, we need to know what WordPress is. So stay with us in the next video. Well, the first step is to know what WordPress is. WordPress is a content management system. We can use various methods to set up a website, such as designing a site with custom coding or using themes. WordPress is a very popular theme worldwide, with exactly 30-something% of all websites globally designed with WordPress. Now, why do we turn to WordPress? Because WordPress has a very good environment and we can easily develop it. In addition, there are many plugins and themes available in the market for it, and its job market is also very strong. In the next video, we will learn what a domain and hosting are, so stay with us. In this section, we learn what a domain is. Every website in the world needs a name so that we can enter that name and access the site. This name is called a domain, or in technical terms, a domain. You have probably heard its name many times. A domain is a name that we need to choose and place on our website, but it's better to follow a few characteristics, such as keeping the number of characters in our domain low. The domain should be related to the business site we are launching, and it should be memorable, meaning that when someone hears the domain once, they should remember it the next time. In the next video, we will learn what hosting is, so stay with us. Hosting refers to the space where we upload our website and connect our domain to it so that everyone can see our website. Now, when purchasing hosting, we need to consider certain factors, such as what? Like the hosting space, meaning the amount of space we need for our site to be uploaded on it. The location of our hosting, which can be in Iran or outside of Iran, and we will discuss later which is better for us. The next factor is our web server, which can be Lightspeed, Nginx, or Apache. Lightspeed is stronger than all of these, so it's better for our web server to be Lightspeed. Another factor is our bandwidth, which is the amount of space each user consumes on a website, so it's better that. Good day to you. At this stage, we should be able to go and purchase our domain hosting. We can do this from various places, but we need to pay attention to a few points and guidelines. When we buy our domain hosting, the domain itself and its DNS settings are configured, and it's not a very difficult process. We just need to choose a name, which we can do from various places. To buy our domain, we need to visit a website and make the purchase. For example, we have now come to the site hostlinuhub.hostlino.com, where we can search for our domain to see if it's available or not. In addition to this, for all hosting sites, we have a site called Whois. This site is a reference site for checking any domain I want to purchase. Among the free ones, for example, I call it the Rocket Meeting. For example, it comes and tells me, sir, this domain has been previously taken. For instance, its DNS is this. It was purchased on this date until this date, and it also tells us the other suffixes of the domain. For example, it says, sir, the .com is priced at this many dollars. Some of the domains, guys, are premium and we can't purchase them. Now, let's go back here to the main page, where we can choose. One of our choices is the core, and we can select any of the packages. that we need based on our very detailed, specific, and comprehensive requirements. And when we choose, it tells us, sir, you have a domain. If you're going to register, register. If you want to transfer, what does domain transfer mean, guys? It means that my domains are with another company, and I want to transfer them to this new company. I can come and perform the transfer, get the transfer code, and place it. After this stage, or for example, I can say, sir, I have a domain. I just want to get DNS from you. We can click on this internet and use any of these options. We can say, sir, I want to get the domain myself, or I already have it, or I want to come and buy the domain. I say, sir, for example, I need the domain Ashton plus domain. After this, it tells you, sir, you can see the price and proceed to the next step. I wanted to buy it. I do it simultaneously, and I can complete the purchase process. After that, they give me a very simple user panel that I can work with. There are just a few points about buying a host and a domain. If we want to buy an IR domain, we need to go to the NICAT IR website and first verify our identity for the domain. We also need to get an IC code, which is necessary for anyone who wants to register an IR domain in Iran. It's very simple. We go to the NIC website, they register, and they give us an NIC ID. We need some data and identity verification documents, like a national ID code, for example. And they are not very strict anymore. They used to be, but now it's better. We can easily get this NIC code. Getting the NIC code is something that, along with the registration process, they provide to you. But after that, it requires identity verification. However, for domains other than IR domains, we can easily make the purchase. Now, whether it's .com, .org, or others, you just need to keep in mind a specific suffix and you can get it. There's just one concept here called it DNS, or domain name server. This means that when we purchase hosting, they provide us with a DNS, and we need to set that DNS on our alt domain. And just like that, we can easily purchase our hosting and domain.